Hi everyone and happy Christmas to all. I'm here to talk about things Christmas because I love the season and I like it to last as long as possible. There's too many dreary days in January and February, so let's just stretch out the twinkly lights and the joy as long as we can. So I'm going to go through a couple things today. I'm going to show everyone what books I read this Christmas season, and I'm also going to do a little haul of the books that I received as gifts this year. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to start off with the books that I read. And I'm actually really excited because, as everyone knows, I have a toddler and I don't have a lot of time to read. And I always try to read at least one Christmassy book during the season. But this year I was really trying to lean into that. And I did read 4. I shocked myself. So first up, I read this one first. This is The Holiday Cottage. Hannah also read this one, and my mom read this one. And Grace's mom read this one because we're all in a virtual book club with the library that I work at. And this is the book that I picked for our book club in December because I wanted us to have a festive read. And I was so surprised by how much I liked this book. I don't know. I was just like, I had a list of some popular books that I had been looking at, and everyone kind of voted for this one, and I'm so glad because I was kind of just expecting like a holiday romance from this, and while there was romance in it, it didn't come up until like the last third of the book, and it was such a cute, heartwarming, yet engaging story. It was the perfect light read for the season with all of the vibes that you want. There were Christmas decorations, there was a Christmas town. This needs to be a Hallmark movie. They need to pick up on this and grab it and go with it. And I would love to watch that movie. So if you are looking for it's good for, like, of course there is Christmas in it, but it's good for winter. Go get this one. Check it out from your library. Fast read, but the story is really good. It keeps you reading. And it's just so cute. The characters are cute. The relationships are cute. So I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. The next one I read was a very different book than The Holiday Cottage. This is more of a literary read. It's called Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan, and it goes around a lot at this time of year. It's Christmas time in Ireland. When we meet these characters, it's 1985 in a small Irish town. And it's very, very short, quick read, very literary, and like I said, reflective. And on the back it says, one of the reviews is, a sparse, breathtakingly perfect gem of a novel. And that's what I would say. It's very sparse. So it leaves you thinking. There's a lot of room for reflecting and ruminating on this story. So if you want something like that for this Christmas season or this winter, check that one out. Okay, I picked up Juniper's Christmas by Eoin Colfer. He also wrote Artemis Fowl. So this is a juvenile fiction, but I have been seeing it everywhere. And just look at the cover, it's so magical. I think the juvenile fiction, especially fantasy, if I'm gonna read a juvenile fiction, it's probably gonna be fantasy. Once in a while, I'll read like a novel, if it's from like one of my favorite authors, but it's the fantasy that I love because they really focus on like the magic and the creatures and the fae, and I just think they're charming little stories. Anyway, this was one of those. It's called Juniper's Christmas, and wow, I loved this book. I don't think I said my rating for Small Things Like These. Small Things Like These was 4 out of 5. This one was like 4.5 out of 5, or maybe even 5 out of 5, because it was just like one of those really cute Christmas stories, and it has everything that you're looking for in a Christmas story, and especially a fantasy Christmas story. Of course, Santa Claus is in it, but it's a twist, and it's a really fun twist. And I won't say too much, but basically Juniper, which love her name, she saves Christmas because she gains Santa magic. And this is her reindeer that she bonds with. And it's like the cutest little take on Santa and reindeer and what Christmas is about. And the characters are adorable. Really, really fun characters that like I'm gonna remember. So I actually grabbed, there's a second one. It's called, on my bookshelf from the library. It's called Firefox Moon. So I'm excited to read the second one in that series. Loved that one. Five out of 5, I think. This one I just finished like an hour ago. Okay, I loved this so much. If there's anyone else out there like me that loves the charming, cozy, juvenile fiction book that makes you feel like you're a kid reading Narnia and Inkheart and Harry Potter, let's bond. First of all, tell me what you're reading, but also read Winterfrost by Michelle Houts. This is adorable. It is set in Denmark, and she wrote this book because she lived in Denmark for a while, and she heard all these tales and folklore of, I think it's pronounced Nisse. It's Nisse, which is these little characters on the front almost look like gnomes, but they're kind of like brownies, like from Spiderwick. Like they take care of like a family and do chores for them and like watch out for them. Anyway, it's adorable, and it's like I just flew through it. Of course, you know, it's a juvenile fiction, so it's a faster read. But it like it was just so beautiful and magical. Like I don't know, it just really made me smile. So if you're looking for winter, there's a few mentions of Christmas, like it's at Christmas time, but like hardly at all Christmas. So if you're the type of person that's like done with Christmas books after Christmas, then you can still read this one because it's mostly just winter. Now we're going to switch over to the books that I received as Christmas presents, and I'm so grateful for these books because there's nothing better than when you pick up a present and you just know it's a book. It's like the best thing. I get so excited about books. And my mom actually tricked me this year because she wrapped one of them in a box and I didn't know. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's a book. Didn't know. So good job, Mom. Okay. The first one is the complete trilogy of The Broken Earth by N.K. Jemisin. So I had this first one on my wish list for a long time, and my sister Hannah, hey Hannah, she read the first one and she said it's wonderful. I'm gonna love it. Great fantasy. I mean, what more could you want? So it's really exciting because I have all 3 of them now, and then I won't lose track. Sometimes I'm like, you know, which ones do I have? I have to complete the series, but then I don't remember which ones I have. So it's nice just to get the whole set. So I feel like this is going to be a good winter fantasy. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to get to it this winter. I can dream. But I'm excited to read them whenever the time comes. The next one I got is When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. Okay, everyone, listen up. I love this book so much. I read it already, but it was like a couple years ago. Several years ago, and like it's so unique. Okay, Lev Grossman on the back says ferociously imagined. Beautifully said, Lev. This book is amazing. Feminist. Oh, look at that! I just looked down. Fierce, feminist, funny. Bonnie Garmis. She wrote Lessons in Chemistry. That's true. It is. It's feminist and fierce. That's a great way to describe it, and that's probably why they put it on the cover of the book. I love it. It's like a beautiful mashup of real life and fantasy, and it like takes you by surprise. It captivates you. I don't know. This book just really stuck with me. She also wrote The Girl Who Drank the Moon, which is a juvenile novel, but like beautiful fantasy, gorgeous. One of my favorite ever books. Which I also want to reread. So I'm going to be rereading this hopefully soon because I haven't read it in a long time and it's amazing. So I would definitely give that one a try. Now, I also got another juvenile fantasy. Dragon Rider, The Aurelia Curse. This is the 3rd book in the Dragon Rider series. Here's the other 2. I grabbed them. I have the other 2. Now, I read this one when I was a preteen because you know, it's been a while since she wrote this one. It was 2000. Yeah, so I was like, who knows? But it was one of those ones, like when I was a kid, you know, and you just like are swept away. If you're a fantasy lover, you know. But if you love Inkheart or you know of Inkheart, she wrote Inkheart. It's the same, it's very similar atmosphere with like all the magical creatures and the characters as Inkheart. So this is a really good series. I actually only ever made it through like half of the second one, so I'm gonna go back and reread the whole series, definitely, because I need to refresh myself on the characters. But here's this beautiful one, this beautiful copy of the Aurelia Curse, and I just want to show you how charming and quirky the illustrations are. And of course, like now I can't find one, you know, when you want to show someone something and you can't. Okay, so they're kind of, if you've read Inkheart, they're like the ink drawings of Inkheart. Same effect, because I believe that she does her illustrations. So super cute. Super cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Love. Okay, my last one I got is a treasure, really. I treasure these books. Take a moment. Just really take it in, okay? Yes. Yes. Okay, Harry Potter, of course. It's the illustrated, but also just like, what would you call this? Like there's these moving parts to these books. Here's like the tint at the Quidditch World Cup. Beautiful. And like, okay, let me show you this one where Harry's name comes out of the Goblet of Fire. Can everybody see? Show and tell. Here we go. Turn this little dial and here comes the name. Intricate, beautifully done. These are a work of art and it is so much fun. I mean, I'm like constantly, what if I reread Harry Potter again, you know? So I'm constantly rereading these, and when I read these versions, like it's such a treat. It's an experience. Like you feel even more immersed in the world and the magic, because like there are so many illustrations and every page has something. So you just get like all these little surprises as you read. This is obviously the Goblet of Fire, but I have the first three as well. And I'm so excited that they're continuing to make them. So thank you to those who gifted me with these books. I think it was our mom. Thanks, Mom. So that's what I got for Christmas, and I'm so excited to add them to my bookshelf. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season and continues to have a wonderful holiday season. Like I said, not over. And I would be so thrilled to hear what you are all reading for winter. I think that when I see everyone in January for my videos, I think I'm going to start a New Year's resolution that I'll talk about a little bit more in my January video, but I think I'm going to focus on working my way through my bookshelf that I have at my house, which I've been trying to do this year as well, but I want to be even more serious about it next year. And I think I'm going to have a fun way of choosing what books I'm going to read. And then you guys will come along and read my books with me. And I think that'll be really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope everyone has lots of time to read all your favorite books, and I will catch everyone later in the new year. All right, happy reading, everyone. Bye.